It's our Easter special. Haighs, chocolate solid milk eggs, Cadbury dairy milk eggs, Darrell Lea milk chocolate Easter hunting eggs, Lindor eggs by Lindt, and we've got red tulip mixed eggs.
Right, where shall we start, Mr. Chocolate?
Maybe the red tulip mixed eggs, and see if you can find a milk chocolate one. They might be smaller.
Milk chocolate and caramel eggs.
The bigger one, like the green one, is a caramel egg. These are all the same. You only need 2 of those.
They're yours. These are mine.
I don't think I've ever had a Darrell Lea Easter egg before.
I'm not sure that I have either.
So the big packet of red tulip, $20 full price. The Cadbury, $5. The Darrell Lea, $5. These Haighs ones, $8.60. This packet of Lindor, $24. Now these Lindor eggs are slightly different in that they've got a soft centre inside rather than a solid chocolate centre.
They'll be nice then.
Yeah, I know.
Red tulip.
You can unwrap them for me as well. Red tulip solid egg.
Ready?
Cheers.
I'll be sucking on this for a while.
Check that out. Where's it made?
Made in Australia from imported and local ingredients.
Now, my first impression of that is sugary chocolate. Red tulip has a very specific taste to it.
This is owned by Cadbury.
You can only really get red tulip chocolates at Easter time in Australia. That's the only time they come out. Usually there's red tulip bunnies of various sizes, like hollow bunnies. And then there's these solid eggs and now caramel eggs in a big pack. But yes, they only come out around Easter time. You can't really get red tulip chocolates in boxes or anything like that in normal chocolate. So enjoy it while you can.
Sweet.
Yeah, very sugary for me.
It's kind of nice to suck on though.
For me, it's got a very specific flavour, and every time, I never miss it when it's not Easter, but then whenever I have one at Easter time, I'm always like, oh yeah, there's that familiar, like, taste of Easter. Like, it does have a different taste to other chocolates, but sugary for me.
It is very sweet.
I would give, no, I'm not going to lead you, you go.
You're not going to influence me.
No.
That's not bad. 6.
5.
Ooh, harsh.
Oh, maybe I'm the chocolate Grinch.
If these are anything like caramellos, I'll like them. It's not very good.
It's leaking already. There it is.
Yeah, it's not a good one.
It's a Kinder Surprise. No, it's those Yowie ones like you like from America with big gaps in it. It does have that caramello koala flavour to it, doesn't it? Especially if they're owned by Cadbury. They might even be the same caramel. Very sweet. Even sweeter.
Very caramelly.
It just all tastes like sugar to me.
I might pass out before the end of this video.
Linda gets very affected by blood sugar levels. So blood sugar too low, angry, passing out. Blood sugar too high, angry, passing out.
Do I like that more than the solid normal egg? I think I do. But it's very sweet and it's bigger than the other egg. 7.
5 from me.
Oh my gosh. You're like the chocolate Grinch.
I know. But we've got so many other chocolates here, you gotta be a bit harsher, otherwise everything would be a 10. Right? If you just were like, ooh, it's chocolate, it's a 10. You better open one for me.
You're saving the 10 for the Haighs, aren't you? Darrell Lea.
That's a Darrell Lea. I have not had one of these.
Looks very smooth.
Jeez, that's a low effort egg. They haven't put any passion in it at all. And
But at least there's no hole in it.
it's just like a solid poop. It looks like a poop.
I can't like that. Not as good. It's not melting like the other one.
Texture wise, it's not as sugary, it's not as sweet, but it doesn't melt properly. It's got like a waxy type of texture to it, so it doesn't like immediately melt like chocolate does. Not impressed. I would not buy that again.
Definitely not as sweet. And I'm not that a fan of sweet, but I don't like this texture.
For me, it doesn't have that familiar Easter taste to it either. Coles and Woolworths have like some super cheap home branded chocolate, but they're like, it's made in Belgium, so it's good. So it's like meant to be fancy, but it's super cheap.
You would know.
Yeah.
You like to eat the chocolate.
So it's got that sort of taste to it. That can have a score from Linda first.
I thought you were going to say something. 3.
Yeah, that's a 4 from me. I don't mind the sugar balance in it, but it's just that the texture and the melting point's wrong compared to the other chocolates.
I think if it melted like the other chocolate, I'd probably like it more than the other one.
Australian chocolate's a little bit different to chocolates from other countries. I think chocolate in Australia is meant to hold its shape a bit better in the heat compared to, say, British Cadbury chocolate. So they actually changed the formulation slightly to keep it more heat resistant, but it still has a good melting point. Whereas this one might be heat resistant, but then it doesn't have that melting point, so that when it goes in your mouth, it gets smooth. This one.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of baking chocolate.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But not as chalky. Baking chocolate can be a slightly chalky.
Could be. But that's what this reminds me of.
Okay. Moving on, maybe a Cadbury chocolate. This is the standard in Australia that everybody seems to like.
It just should taste like the red tulip chocolate.
Nah, it tastes different. Red tulip's got its own taste. Can you please unwrap one for me?
Oh, got a hole in it.
Thank you. Do you want that one or do you want me to have that one?
Whatever, I don't mind.
I'll have the holy one so you don't complain so much. You're welcome, viewers. This one's got texture to it. See, they put more effort into this one.
An egg is supposed to be smooth though. A textured egg like this is like a dinosaur egg or something.
I reckon Cadbury Easter egg chocolate tastes different from dairy milk chocolate. Like the block chocolates. Slightly higher sugar content, I reckon. I could be wrong. But it should just be dairy milk chocolate. So I'm probably wrong. But I always feel like Easter chocolate tastes different. Especially the hollow ones taste different from normal block chocolate. The air makes it taste different. It's got a way better melting point and texture than the Darrell Lea one, but it's sweeter. Maybe creamier as well. Dairy milk chocolate, famous for a glass and a half of full cream milk in every block. Even though now with all the shrinkage and stuff like that.
I don't think it melts this as much as the red tulip one.
Yeah.
It's like in between. I don't feel like it's as sweet either.
No, the red tulip one seems sweeter.
55.2, 58.
Yeah. What's the Darrell Lea one?
56.5. That's surprising. More than this one. It doesn't taste more though.
Maybe because of the texture.
Weird. Minimum 24% milk solids, 31% cocoa solid. Milk chocolate contains cocoa solids, 28%. Milk solids, minimum 24%. This is more cocoa in it. Less cocoa, same milk. 23% milk solids, so less milk solids. 26% cocoa solids, so less of everything.
More sugar.
Overwhelmed by sugar now. 7.
6.5 from me. Lindors are slightly different to solid milk eggs. These have a soft centre inside, like a praline type of thing going on.
It's like melting.
Yes, and they melt way easier than solid chocolate. They should be oilier as well. I always find
they got writing on them.
Yeah, they're fancy. Lindt. You bite it in half. It's got a smooth, soft tasty centre in there.
That's my favourite one so far.
It's my favourite one too. That centre makes the difference, right?
The
Gives
whole
it
thing is just like softer.
smooth and mellow, not too sweet, nice texture, nice melting point.
30% minimum cocoa solids,
More
18%
cocoa.
milk solids.
More cocoa, less milk. Sugar,
44.
less sugar, less milk, more cocoa.
Nice.
Better balanced.
I want to open this one then.
That's a dark one.
I'm going to open all of them.
I thought you'd like the white one better.
I will open all of them. I don't know if the white one is sweeter.
Should be milkier. The dark one. Cheers. It's funny, the dark one kind of tastes sweeter to me straight off the bat.
It is totally sweet.
Less milk, more sugar.
Dark chocolate contains 42% minimum cocoa solids. And that's it. Doesn't say anything else. There's another separate sugar thing for it.
Oh well.
White chocolate contains 26% cocoa solids.
Cheers. Oh, that felt oily, like it was melting already. Lindor's such a good texture. But I think once you get past eating 3, that's a lot. Like you start to get overwhelmed by the sugar. Like this white one's got almost a harsh back of your throat sugar burn to it.
It's very sweet.
Milk one's the best balanced. What'd you rate that white one?
6.
Yeah, it's okay. Maybe it's burning my throat now. 5.
Dark one's also a 6.
That's too sweet. Like a 4. We'll finish off with South Australia's finest chocolate, in our opinion. Haighs. Linda in general doesn't like solid milk eggs. So that's why she liked the Lindor one the best. She does like normal Lindt chocolate, I think. Whereas I like most types of chocolate. I'm just being a harsh critic today because we've got so many different ones, but usually I don't mind what I'm eating, as long as it's sweet.
Ooh, why is this one a funny colour?
That should have been rejected by the factory. That's mine now. It's sort of got the Darrell Lea thing going on as well with it, where it's that thicker, waxier type of texture, but it's got a very strong, like cocoa, like that coffee, you know, that coffee type of flavour to it, that cocoa flavour. So I would say that cocoa's above 34% on that.
Close. 33.
Yeah. But compared to like 28% in some of the other ones.
Only 13% milk solids though.
Yeah. What sugar?
52.7.
Pretty high on the sugar.
This chocolate tastes different to all the other chocolates.
It's like a darker chocolate in a way, because it's got more cocoa.
I don't like it.
You don't like Haighs. Haigh's got a sentimental flavour to me as well. It reminds me of good chocolate growing up.
You should give it a 10.
It's an Easter egg chocolate though. What would you give it?
7.
You can have an 8 from me.
Lindor wins. This is the best one. I wouldn't give it a 10 though. 9 for a little Easter egg.
Yep, you can have a 9. That was good. Well, there you go. All right, happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you. I'm going to pass out now.
You're welcome. Bye.